gets to operating temperature. And then it was concluded if we could get 100 miles on it, it's either going to blow up or it's not. It sounds. Yeah, that's what I think. We might be golden. Baby oil might be the secret engine oil. It feels perfectly normal. It sounds good. Champion. Doesn't care. No. It almost sounds better than the old one. If it doesn't hit 100, it's not a win. Will Baby Oil claim this motor? She's got 334 K on her. She takes it like a champ. I don't think it's gonna fail. We're at operating temperature now. She's taking it. Do a small first gear, ready first. That was 2 to the red line. Second, I took it to red line. Now we just gotta go on an adventure and put some miles on the thing. We can do that. The clear ones, are those it? 1157. Those are definitely it. We need to take. This is an emergency.
Backup plan.
Yeah, if it starts knocking on the way, because we got a big trip ahead of us.
Shouts out to my boys here.
Sponsored legitimately. This is it. Torrin. Dude, it was that easy. She's good. We're not getting pulled over now, dude.
That's the brakes, dude. Oh, dude, looks brand new.
Alright, we have our adventure. Going to get some bubble tea first, and then we're driving 60 miles one way to go pick up a beater car for villains this weekend. We'll see what happens. We don't know if it's going to make it all the way, so we're doing 120 miles round. 4 miles on the clock right now. Baby oil is engine oil. That's it. We're now doing 70 on the highway. Temp is perfect. Sounds fine. Yeah, no, dude, I think it might be good. I think it's good if it makes it to bubble tea. 21 miles. 21 miles. We have made it to bubble tea. And she's it smells good.
Like baby oil.
No, it smells wonderful. I think we're good. It's not bad. It's not bad. We are now at the point where this is going to go really well or really bad. We got 21 miles on the trip, and what's the mileage left? 48. 48 miles one way right now. All right, we are 40 miles deep right now. Stuck in Bellevue traffic, and it is irritating. It stands still. I think it needs the airflow. All right, we are 67 miles deep. We are in Homeboy's town. We're out here in the suburbia right now. Oh, dude, that's an FD right there. Dude, there's a Zenki. Oh, there she is right there. All right, we have arrived, dude. Hold on. Can we talk about how we just drove 70 miles
Baby oil.
on baby oil?
No issue.
No noise. What's going on, man?
I'm not touching shit right now.
There is a syringe.
Can you get a rag from the... Hold on, look at what I'm zooming in on. There's 2 syringes.
We don't want the car. Are you sure? That's instant. It better be instant. It's instant. That's my cousin's insulin. This used to be my grandfather's car. Okay, my grandfather had to take insulin. I don't care. I don't need to take those damn syringes. Wait, isn't that my video, is it?
National Weather Service in Nashville has issued a tornado warning for Rutherford County in Middle Tennessee, South Central Wilson.
7 years ago, so I wouldn't have to worry about that because we get tornado warnings here in Michigan all the time. And if somebody tells me before, oh, yeah, my tablet's so damn old. It won't. My tablet will not have that problem. That's a pretty cool game. Maybe I'll try that game. It's pretty interesting. This guy playing a game called Jelster. Looks like a little like kind of looks like Mario a little bit, which I never played Mario when I was younger. I must have played something else when I was younger. You ever played Jelster? So I would play that game. 10th attempt. Tornado warning. Seek shelter immediately, kid. I'll take that warning as a kid. You're not going to your nuts. I wouldn't throw out that. Besides, if I get those, you know I do. I'm actually film. One radio didn't go off yesterday, which is surprising. I really wouldn't have to worry about that.
April 29th, 2017, multiple tornadoes would touch down east of Dallas, Texas. 2 of them dead.
I've got a woman. I'm taking her to the hospital.
A stationary boundary positioned over the town of Canton would serve as a track for tornadoes to train down, one after another.
Listen, I mean, I've been through one tornado, okay? I've been through one tornado actually in life. And the funny thing is, it happened a month after that. I mean, it's on the time of year when it actually happened. Almost 20 years ago.
We're going storm chasing.
What's today? Oh wow, it's almost been 20 years since it happened. I still can't believe it's almost been 20 years since that happened. That tornado I actually been into. But that's for a different date. It's not for today. The funny thing is, though, it was actually this month. This month, 19 years ago. Well, actually, I have to look up what day it actually was, but I know it was. Oh wait, this is September. So no, it was not until October. Oops, sorry. It wasn't this month. It was next month in October. I do remember what happened in that year in October, but it was bad. I mean, one tornado, according to my records, the one that I actually was in, went through 2 states and through 3 counties. I'm not kidding. Started in Indiana, went through Cass County, Michigan. Okay, it started in St. Joseph County, Indiana. It went through Cass County, Indiana, and ended in St. Joseph County, Michigan. I have to check the mapping out again later. That's for a future date video to see about this tornado, because this tornado was based in Michigan. This tornado was based around here. Now, we had a lot of tornadoes here in 2001. We had a lot of tornadoes that one day. I mean, I'm talking. Okay, if you lived in Michiana, like I lived in Michiana, I still do live in Michiana. If you know what Michiana is, it's where you live, like on real close to the state line of, like, if you live in like Indiana or Michigan, you real close to the state line, and you get tornado, and that's what we call Michiana. The thing is, though, there's actually a Michiana, Michigan. Okay, that's a real village called Michiana, Michigan. There's a real village called that. Thing is, though, that town is so close. The thing is, though, that town is so close to the state line of Indiana. It's not funny. You can jump and you'll be in Indiana. Thing is, though, there's a few towns and that's also weird because there's a few towns on Route 66 is like the same way. Like, for example, Holland, Michigan is in 2 counties. Niles, Michigan is in 2 counties. It's confusing, but it's true. It's weird. So, yeah. If you lived in Michigan like the years I lived in Michigan, you know what I'm talking about. This year has been one of the worst years ever, with the stuff going on. This has been one of the worst years ever, I think, recorded. 2020 may be the worst year since the polio epidemic in the 1950s. In other news, a guy who is a scientist actually found polio still living from the 1950s, which, that's surprising that polio is still living. I got a baby behind me, I know. I don't know who it is because I can't tell by the... Oh. Okay. But, yeah. You alright, baby? You alright? Huh? You alright, my baby? Yeah. You guys having like an hour? Oh, cat's out. I'm gonna let the cat's out around 9 o'clock today. Yeah, we're gonna try doing a long video today. Really, I've been watching I'm watching more actually Pie lately, but Pies haven't been on for a while, which is weird. I also got some more videos on my channel I need to upload, which is some other stuff it's miscellaneous stuff, if you know. We're staying on for a while, guys. I'm gonna go get some breakfast out of the refrigerator, put it in the microwave oven, and cook it. Now, I like doing YouTube. I like doing this. I mean, I can't believe how many videos I have made. Next Wednesday is a special video. Next Wednesday, I will have to make something up for next Wednesday. But next Wednesday, I will have to do something next Wednesday. I mean, next Wednesday is a proper date for this channel. And next Wednesday, I'm gonna do a special video where I want anyone who watches this channel to hop in and say hi. Can't believe I'm actually doing this next Wednesday. I should make knows maybe I'll do it Saturday, but I don't know yet. I'll find out what I'm gonna do. But next Wednesday will be. I might have to get some bubbly. No. Oh, and spray on the GoPro, maybe. Who knows? I could use a power PC though.
Storm chaser. I'm gonna go to the Dallas-Fort Worth area and catch a tornado on camera. Let's go! Woo!
I do too, but I'm not that stupid.
This is Chatty the Storm Chaser. Check the time. 4-state storm chasers. Chad, what is this?
4 states. I'll be back and cooking up some peasy. Now, guys, I've been through at least one tornado my whole entire life. Now, the thing is, those tornadoes were detected from war zones. Yes, there you go. Basement. If you can get a hold of me, hi guys, Tyler Milton here. Hey guys, I was thinking about something earlier this week, but it's morning. I mean, leftover pizza I had for dinner. Now, I should be putting some socks on because my feet are freezing, and I'm too lazy to go downstairs to get the heater. Now, this winter is hope this winter doesn't be bad as it was like last winter. But slipper. Oh, my slipper's on. My slipper. Your slipper's in there. Yeah, I'll be right back, guys. I'll get my slipper. Doesn't really matter. This room does get cold, but not bad. If I have to, guys, don't worry, I got blankets right there. Besides, my feet are always cold, so I'm used to my feet being cold. Oh, that's convenient. That's convenient. I haven't worn my flip flops in a while. I haven't worn my slippers in a while. So, how are you guys doing this morning, huh? I'm doing pretty good. Watching stuff on air like I do every morning now. I usually don't do. I mean, back on July 25th, which they said do a normal day as a YouTuber, which I'm thinking, okay, I'll do that. But thing was, though, the deadline was the 25th, which 25th. Besides, every day's different here on the channel. I mean, if I do something like that, I'm gonna have to hold a piece of paper up and do a reaction right every morning, which I don't want to. Like calling furs. Like calling, no offense.
Area that we basically cover from Oklahoma, Arkansas, Texas, and Louisiana. That's the 4 states that we pretty much try to cover for the most part.
So we're about to go to Dallas.
If I owned a tornado channel, if I did do organizations, it'd be 3 states. It'd be 3 state chasing, 2 or 3 state. I don't know, 2 state chasing. It'd be Michigan, Indiana.
Look at this. We don't know for sure, but we're thinking that right there is about to turn into a tornado. Right now we are ahead of the storm by like a few miles. We're trying to get ahead of it. Whenever it hits us, it's gonna hit us hard. Hopefully.
Look at pie.
We hopping in the back. Matt, you got that thunder? Let's get it. We good, Chad. Take us to the NATO. Take us to the NATO. Oh, look, it's a tornado. Oh, got this on wide view. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but this right here, that's a hamlet. Look at him up there. How about mine? Oh, wait, I don't have any chopped at all. This right here is about to hit us, and it's about to blow up on the radar. It's about to go down.
You idiot! You should be putting your hard hat on.
Let's get it! Hey guys, check it out. Over here, we got a big old subscribe button. Click it. That's good. Oh, that's good stuff. Good stuff. Give it some. Look at this. It's a ball.
You guys are idiots. I'll stick with pie. Thank you, right? Unless you guys. These guys are stupid. I'm gonna stick with pie. I mean, I act like an idiot sometimes online too, but not like these jerks. Just
They're everywhere. They're everywhere. All right, guys.
no offense, but I don't do that shit.
May 20th marked the beginning of a non-stop severe weather outbreak. An entire week of storm chasing would soon test my perseverance, my patience, and my grit. Keep going! Thanks for... An entire week of storm chasing would soon test my perseverance.
Oh, I remember that. Remember that because I was part of that. From Michigan all the way down to El Paso, Texas. Wow.
Patience and my grit. Keep going! Thanks for coming back for more pie, everyone. I just really wish now I had brought some deodorant. But first, it was time to install some upgrades.
I have one of those.
I can shoot whichever direction I want. You may have noticed me using these door-mounted tripods in my last video, and I installed them because I got tired of shooting through my windshield wipers. Now I can easily shoot out my side windows. Well, I'm just leaving the Amarillo, and it looks like
I would use it. I prefer doing the wiper. I just prefer doing the windshield.
Wait, no, those are just my feelings. I went to bed the night before with the SBC already issuing the highest probability I had ever chased it. Until the next morning when they doubled. And just when I thought it couldn't get any better, they upped it to a whopping 45%. 45%? The last time that I could find where the SBC issued a 45% day was over 7 years ago. 35%.
This is recently. This is back in May.
The last time that I could find where the SBC issued a 45% day was over 7 years ago, and 153 tornadoes were reported. I caught up to the first supercell of the day, just after a tornado was barely reported. Yes. Oh, that was so cool. I continued chasing, but the storms were just refusing to cooperate. Let me out of this lail, please. On top of all of that, I ended up getting stuck in some serious chaser traffic. Traffic's moving very slow. Tornado tours is there. The whole day was like this, and I ended up wasting time trying to find a different storm. But eventually it reorganized and it dropped the tornado, which of course I missed because I was so far behind. Things were looking really messy at this point, so I decided to finally give up.
Probably was smart. Nice and warm now. I'm only asleep so I don't get grease on them because I don't use long sleeve clothes at all. But since I'm home, I'm stuck again. And I only wear pajamas, but it's so cold I'm wearing pajamas right now.
So even though I didn't see a tornado, there were still 38 tornado reports. But it certainly didn't live up to the hype that it had. Well, I just spent 11 hours sleeping in my Prius here after a huge bust of the day. There's a slight chance around Salina, Kansas today, so I guess I'll head up north up there. When I spent the night at this gas station, I had no idea that just a few nights later, a tornado would rip right through it. You can even see that there's a hotel over here that I caught on my camera as I was setting it up. And this is what it looks like now. It was an EF3 tornado, and there were even 2 fatalities. I'm gonna have to make sure to keep my phone on next to me when I spend the night in Tornado Alley now. I was just about caught up to the first storm of the day when I was stopped dead in my tracks. So frustrating. Yeah, nice place over there too. So I had the bright idea of taking some dirt roads instead. Look around. Screw it. We're not doing this. But just like a frog wanting to jump out of the pot too late. No. Okay, we need to reevaluate this. Actually, the grass probably has more traction. Think of it. Okay, good. That is working. Do you have momentum? That's when you're on the grass that you have the traction. Keep going! And I was finally able to hop out of the pot. Oh my gosh! Go back to the freaking pavement. And just when I thought I was out of the woods, just my freaking luck! There's no way I'm crossing that, that's deep. Meanwhile, that storm is exploding. I finally found a dirt road that was alright, and the same truck came up next to me. Oh, goodness, yeah. That looked deep. I wasn't going to try, especially in this car.
Yeah, when I saw, no, don't come to me, right?
No. I would consider it if you were gonna go through, but not the Prius, no. I finally caught up with the storm on the interstate, but despite the struggle to get to it, the action was far from where I expected it to be. I wasn't able to catch up, but it wouldn't be long before I would redeem myself. And so I just woke up after 2 storm chasing busts. But the SBC just issued a 10% hash area for just southeast of here, so this is a quick little 4-hour drive to get down there. As I continued to check the forecast models, my target area kept moving me farther and farther south down into Oklahoma again. Oh my goodness. Rushing water there. Man, I've never seen such extensive flooding before. Just south of Tulsa, the first tornado warning fired at 4:25 p.m. Though this part of Oklahoma is practically the Amazon rainforest, I headed west just as a second tornado warning was issued. I tried to go north to target the first circulation, but I quickly changed my mind after being blinded by rain and trees. And just then I got a call from my sister saying the southern one was starting to spin out. Is it on the ground?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
started as a little skinny thing and now it's dropping.
So I'm probably in the path then. Okay, breathe. And finally, my perseverance paid off. Oh yeah, there it is. Sweet.
See it?
I see it. I'm
I
rolling.
don't know, it's pretty strong, but you can try.
Sweet. Oh, how many miles? I think I'm gonna do it.
So quick.
Okay, I'm gonna hang up with you.
Alright.
Bye. Let's get this right up. Text location to make sure it's even working. Okay, got it. So good. I spent a long time prepping the drone. More time than I should have. But the tornado wasn't showing any signs of stopping. By the way, thanks to everyone that's been subscribing recently. I've been posting my storm chasing videos from 2019 every other week, so the rest of you may want to consider subscribing as well. Rolling. Okay, let's go.
Hello, guys. You're sexy. Hi. Hello. Hello. Hi. Hello. Sound like my boo boy.
Get the things set properly. Oh, that rain cold.
I wish I mean, people are. Someone asked me, should I get a drone? I told them, no, I'm not getting one. I don't need one. I'll crash into the house before I use it.
Look at that thing. Keep getting higher. Wow, look at that tornado. There's so many stinking trees. How's my speed? 20 miles an hour.
I couldn't use a drone.
Down. Exposure. Okay, it must be fighting wind. It's only going like 20.
That's pretty, but I'm glad I don't have a drone.
So the location is being transmitted back to the phone I extract to it. Even though I was getting significantly closer, the tornado looked like it was just outside my range.
Here comes a cop, right? No offense, I would not want a Prius for a couple of other reasons too.
There we go.
Were the windows shaped?
It looks like it's getting rain wrapped. I might just have to land it wherever. It's got a fighting outflow from the storm over there on the right.
Yep, I seen this one. There's cops here.
You mean south of here? Okay. All right, thank you. With the prospect of being able to chase a different tornado, I decided it was about time to give up on this dissipating mess. I flew back to the road to land. On the side that didn't have sheep roaming around, that is. Man, I only got like a mile away. That tornado was just too far. Too far. I'm glad I have a second battery. It was a nice tornado. Not super photogenic, but alright. Fortunately, the wind was calm enough this go around that I was able to land in the spot where I told it to. I pulled up to the drone's location, and the driveway I landed by wasn't in the best shape. Gotcha. Ugh. Got a little wet there. Stop rolling. Okay, time to play some catch up.
I don't know how to freak out a sister. Tornado moving right towards me.
Oh no, it was too far away. I had to land the drone. I mean, the drone footage looked kind of cool. Not nearly as cool as the first one, but
Like chopper.
I flew my drone 4 miles away from me before, and the tornado turned out to be 5 miles away. And unbeknownst to me, the tornado went north after it was handed off from an old circulation. If it had kept going northeast, it would have passed right in front of me before dissipating. But if I had known it turned, then after chasing the first circulation, I could have kept going west from here, gotten out of the trees, and gotten within range to fly in. I was wondering where all of the other storm chasers were. I caught back up with the storm as the sun began to set. It was east of Tulsa at this point, and
I think it was some storm chasers.
rotating. Then a menacing wall cloud appeared through the trees again as well. I punched through the core just as a lightning bombardment initiated over Pryor Creek, Oklahoma. Oklahoma. Just prior to a tornado possibly hitting. That'd be a bad joke.
Wow, that's pretty neat. The sun just came up, and the whole entire part of the road is lit up. The rest of the road is still not lit up, so that's pretty neat. I mean, I know people think I'm stupid because I look at weird stuff, but this is pretty weird. Maybe I will. I don't know. The screen might be in the way, but I'm gonna film it right now. I'll put it online so I don't forget. Will I be able to film it? It's the question. Yeah, I will be able to film it. Okay, I will be able to film it. I'll film it right now and put it online for you guys so you can see it. What I'm talking about.
But I wasn't about to stick around to be sure. Oh man, I'm like literally right in the.
I'm in the house, guys, so it's gonna look different. Oh crap! I have to fix something in a little bit too. Oh, there we go. So yeah, that's the sunlight, guys. Look at that. And it's only 8:21 a.m. and a little bit I'm gonna have the cats up, but that's just weird how that looks.
Still seeing that lightning strike after closing my eyes.
Maybe later, guys, we'll play some more city game. Who knows? Sun.
It actually wasn't this dark yet. I just had my camera's exposure turned down to expose the lightning better. Oh, hello, tornado sirens. Alrighty, yeah, developing a new hook echo on the south. You trying to get on, buddy? You trying? You trying? Are you coming? Okay. So apparently there was a tornado report back at Pryor Creek. The cloud did look a little menacing, but I was about ready to call it a day. I am so thankful I installed these tripods on the doors. That's like there's right there. The road network is terrible. Unless we go back up to that road. The hook went right over me, but it didn't look like it was worth sticking around. Oh, hello, buddy. You technically didn't have to right away, but sure. Until I took another look at the radar. What's the hook echo doing? Because I let that hook echo literally go right over me. Oh man, yeah, the rotation. And Salina was where I was just hearing the tornado sirens. Phew. So I continued the chase. And unbeknownst to me, when I crossed this land bridge again, a tornado had just gone through it. No wonder there was so much stuff all over the road.
So they did confirm a tornado over Sweet.
Yeah, I'm almost there.
Freaky.
Looks like Salina had dodged not one, but 2 bullets. What is going on? Yeah. Oh, the Dominator. Oh, man. Nice looking wall cloud over there.
Can't see anything. It's too damn dark.
As I drove through Jay, Oklahoma, I began to fear the worst. Power in this city's off. Oh boy. This house on the left here had some light damage.
And there's some over there. And the house, but
Other structures weren't so lucky, though. The north side of J had an EF2 tornado.
Oh.
I continued chasing tornado warnings well into the night and ended up only getting 4 hours of sleep.
7 a.m. Gotta drive 7 hours to get to Amarillo, Texas for the next big day. Basically out of food. So, hopefully I can find an Aldi around here.
An Aldi?
Ended up spending the night in
Any market would work. Any market that would work for you right now. An Aldi? I think he's messing with you. Aldi's are... I mean, I don't mind going to Aldi's, but some things I don't get at Aldi's, okay? Ice, you can't get at Aldi's because they don't sell ice at Aldi's. I wish it did. Right.
When I got to Amarillo, I made the mistake of trying to play the storms that was behind this boundary instead of playing the storms that were along it up north. By the time I had made it up there, I had missed a couple of tornadoes. Again.
Just spent my 4th night in my Prius back here, and I'm gonna try to stick my head at the sink and wash my hair because I don't think there's a gas station with a shower around here. There's no line.
Look for truck stop. Truck stops have showers. They do. Yeah, truck stops have to have showers, or they wouldn't be classified as a truck stop. I look for a truck stop.
I had the luxury of seeing how deep the floodwaters were by the truck in front of me. But if you have any uncertainty on how deep water could be, don't drive through it.
Sure hope the gaskets on my doors are in good shape.
That's why you buy a Jeep or a truck.
Aye.
And drinking water is really important on the road, especially if you're not getting a whole lot of sleep. That means you have to go a lot more. Ugh.
My spare tire well had completely filled up with water.
I guess the same thing goes with Prius.
On May 25th, I just barely caught this funnel plow through all the rain up in Kansas.
And that sky. Yep, we've got rotational radar too.
But it never amounted to anything.
I just started recharging the phone that's strapped to my drone. And I'm trying to clear every last warning that I've been. There it goes.
On May 26th, I did catch up with some ground scraping scud, but that was about the extent of this chase.
Last night I heard that El Reno got hit again, and I just stayed there Monday night, just under a week ago. Verified it with my Google Maps timeline and the surrounding buildings around it. So.
After putting 4,000 miles on my Prius, my front right wheel bearing was audibly grinding. So while I was waiting for a new part to come in, I took time to take a much needed break. So I ended up missing a lot of tornadoes this last week, but I certainly didn't come back empty-handed. If I've learned anything from chasing the last few years, is you have just got to keep trying. And
Be playing City Game in a bit, guys. I'll see you guys in a bit.